So I'm going to be talking about gambling, which is a category that has been on the news recently, particularly since last year, with a report released by the late Peter Murphy. And we'll be talking about two types of gambling advertising that we've identified: under the surface gambling advertising and over the surface gambling advertising. So in June 2023, the late Peter Murphy released this report, You Win Some, You Lose More, in which they called for a comprehensive ban of gambling advertising over the next 3 years then. So it would have been a ban by 2026. But as Alliance for Gambling Reform and other organizations have pointed out, very little has been done. Now, when we were thinking about what the Ad Observatory can contribute to this ongoing discussion, we realized that there's a hidden economy of gambling ads that is not necessarily reflected on these policy documents or these proposals for a ban on gambling advertising, because as Mark indicated early today, these fall into the category of dark ads, publicity that is no longer public. So we dug into the types of ads that were sort of hidden and belonging to this dark category. And we found mainly two very relevant types of ads. One, for offshore casinos, where there's some jurisdictional issues in terms of how they are offered and promoted to Australian potential gamblers. And we found a casino in particular, BitStars, that Casey Briggs, our partner from the ABC, wrote about in the ABC, and then later a group of us wrote a journal article for. But we also found other types of promotions or gambling-related products that also trade in these vocabularies of hope to offer people a consumption of risk. And these are giveaway clubs. So we found, again, offshore casinos that are illegally being advertised, but also these types of clubs that promote constant and, we would argue, compulsive consumption of risks. So in these giveaway clubs, advertisers offer prize draws and require or encourage entrants to become members of our rewards programs. Some of these clubs are LMCT and Raffle Saints. So rather than buying one lottery ticket, for example, you pay an annual or monthly membership of up to $70, $80 a month, in which you are given the opportunity to enter these draws. So for example, LMCT offers 3 different types of memberships, this one being the most expensive, which is not nothing. It's about $1,200 a year if you are an elite member for this. So they promote a continuous and routinized consumption of risk, which is what gambling industries in general rely on. Rather than people gambling $1,000, they like them to gamble, you know, like poker machines, right? So little amounts of money on a continuous basis. So we're looking into these giveaway clubs that are heavily advertised online through Facebook. Surprisingly, this is some data that Lauren Hayden from UQ helped us put together. LMCT, one of these giveaway clubs, is the second most popular advertiser among our citizen researchers, and TAB as well, the lot. So you have the usual suspects, so sports advertising and lotteries, but little by little you start seeing these membership clubs popping out. In terms of age, it is quite interesting how these giveaway clubs overlap with lotteries here, but not with sports advertising. So we can see a very clear, and we would say, rationale of advertising different types of gambling products to different types of age groups. And most surprisingly, again, people that get sports advertising who are young and generally male, do not get a lot of charitable lottery or giveaway club advertising, and the other way around. So what we're seeing is that this dark type of advertising online for gambling and gambling adjacent products is trying to find little gaps that these policies or proposed policies might not address. And as Mark said, there needs to be accountability on this. And I guess a question moving forward is how will policy tackle these new, and we argue, problematic consumptions of risk that also trade in the vocabularies of hope that gambling has used to very detrimental consequences in Australia. So I think that these new types of gambling-like products are worth looking into to help the efforts of parliamentary members like the late Peter Murphy and organizations like Alliance for Gambling Reform. And I think I did it right on time. And over to you, Kelly.